respondent, and not either claimant. I was not even allowed to use my own company policy handbook issued on my start of work in 2015. And the videos the respondent representatives attempted to use at tribunal, I object to the videos used as they were cropped and audio recordings was missing, which is inadmissible the full version, nor any video was showed at tribunal to assist the allegations made on the 13th of March 2020. I was also told I was writing, reading, driving 25 miles per hour through a traffic light. This statement was false by the respondent representatives, with no evidence to prove such event took place. Miss Bishop lied under oath. Regards. Disciplinary procedures must be conducted and concluded in a 30-day time frame. Miss Bishop stated it was 90 days. Which is false and still a breach of policy. Miss Bishop claimed she did not know a grievance was still pending, which outlines the dismissal was a breach in policy. I requested Miss Bishop show proof of PCV driving license and proof of being in service. This could not be shown or be done. Someone who doesn't have the experience of a bus driver cannot literally judge my driving unless obvious dangerous driving, by causing danger to the public and others. I then asked Mr. Nick Bland what is the policy on company sick pay. How long does a driver needs to work in order to be entitled? Mr. Bland stated he doesn't know. I corrected Mr. Bland that it is 5 years of employment before a driver is entitled to company sick pay, something that was denied in 2020 by Miss Bishop, with several doctors' note regards stress and isolation, all ignored by Miss Bishop, who also lied under oath claiming not to receive any doctor's certificates, which was a false statement. Doctor's note and isolation certificates were sent via recorded delivery directly to Miss Bishop. I then asked Mr. Bland why didn't he conduct my grievances hearing ordered by Mr. Ronald. Mr. Bland response he didn't see the need. Basically disobeyed an order by Mr. Ronald's HR business partner, stating Mr. Ronald made a mistake. This was not put in writing by Mr. Ronalds, so Mr. Bland also lied under oath. Then I went on to cross-examine Mr. Alex Jones, with a simple question. Why didn't you respond to my sympathetic appeal? Mr. Jones also lied under oath. That he had sent the drafted letter, which was initially drafted by Simon Ronalds. Mr. Ronald failed to send it. I then stated it was never signed, so it's invalid. Mr. Jones blamed Mr. Ronald for not signing on his behalf via electronic signature. I told Mr. Jones his response is as invalid as his negligence to my appeal. Due to not signing, as well as 2 years and 5 months has been overexhausted and proves negligence and a breach of policy. Mr. Cobham, my apparent union representative, was not in tribunal even though I requested him to attend, through the respondent as they have his details. If Mr. Cobham has ever represented me in the past, how is it that we both don't have each other's details? As well, Mr. Cobham has not once contacted me in all 5 years employed, proves Mr. Cobham has not represented me at relevant times. Miss Rachel Gerald removed from the witness stand last minute without acknowledgement, a key witness. Mr. Fabio Diaz removed from the witness stand last minute without acknowledgement, a key witness. Mr. Michael Wyatt removed from the witness stand last minute without acknowledgement, a key witness. The fourth and final representatives used by the respondent on the hearing date, the 22nd of February, 2023, Mr. B. Jones, cross-examined me with irrelevant questions. How do I explain my abusive language on the 14th of November 2019? I outlined it's irrelevant and nothing to do with the 13th of March 2020. Miss Bishop had breached the policy regards a thorough investigation by omitting exculpatory evidence. Why didn't I attend a meeting on the 8th of March 2020? I respond, please read carefully. The letter was sent on the 3rd of April 2020. How can I attend a meeting in the past? Next question, the respondent representatives was unprepared as Mr. B. Jones ran out of questions. I then asked the respondent representatives what is a flywheel, but had no clue what a flywheel was. As Miss Bishop and Mr. Bland look on, I had to explain what a flywheel was. Obviously to the ones who doesn't hold a bus driver license, wouldn't have known. Mr. B. Jones did not ask any relevant questions to end up being victorious in this case. Mr. B. Jones used falsified workplace documents to achieve the tribunal decisions along with the use of a falsified company policy. I have not signed for any new policy during my employment except for the policy given on my start of employment in 2015. The policy used against me in tribunal doesn't exist. Mr. B. Jones also